Brum, brum.
This is Saturday after lunch. I just thought we'd make a little quick video about the merchandise, which is going very well. Susie's packaging it up. She's learning about the real world. Of having to work and package up merch and send it off and deal with people. And anyway, we managed to send 250 quid to the Great Ormond Street and another 250 quid to
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army. So that's good. And that's it really.
No, we've got t-shirts available.
Yeah,
Email
look,
us.
as you can see, we've got all the sizes, all the colours. They're not very popular.
Well, we've only got grey, actually.
Yeah, I was just thinking of Maureen Lipman's advert, you know, all the sizes, all... Oh, well, they're not very popular then. That was a very good advert, that was.
Yes, we have a 12 in the blue.
With the scalloped neck.
Yes, a 12 in the blue with a scalloped neck.
And in the white?
Yes, we have a 12 in the white.
And do you have the 14 in the blue?
I thought Madam was a 12.
Well, normally, yes, but you see, if the cut is on the smallish side, they're not generous these days, you know what I mean? They skimp around the armhole.
Yes, we have a 14 in the blue.
And in the white?
And in the white, and in the green, and in the pink.
Green? Oh, now, do you have a 12 in the green?
Yes, we have a 12 in the green.
And in
the pink!
Before you shop, why not call and make sure they've got exactly what you want?
So, you've got all of the colours in both of the sizes.
All the colours in all sizes.
You haven't sold out of anything.
Nothing at all.
It's not what you call all the rage, is it?
And we've got more mugs coming in end of next week. So in time for Christmas, hopefully.
Mugs will be here in time for Christmas for people in England, or in here, but not, you know, can't get them to Tasmania. We've actually sent one to Tasmania.
Yeah, and quite a few to New Zealand.
And New Zealand.
And if you're interested, send us an email at shedracing@outlook.com.
Yeah.
All one word, shedracing@outlook.com.
Yeah, I had a very nice young man here earlier who drove a Bentley at the 24-hour race, so I sort of got to know a little bit. A smashing bloke, and he bought me a little present, but I haven't got it here. It's downstairs.
We'll get that in a minute.
And I've had a Christmas card. The first Christmas card. Now this is from a young bloke called Bernie Allery. And what happened was this, in 1975 I was racing a Capri, and I used to take my stuff to Hillford Engineering, which I've been taking stuff to since I was about 16. And it was run by, anyway. So I go to Hillford Engineering to get the valve seats cut. Very little, didn't want them made big. So when I'm there, I meet this young bloke working on a machine called Bernie. And he said, "You're Ivan Dutton, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, I thought you'd be a Russian." Well, because he come from the same part of London as me, so we both talk the same. So anyway, he starts talking. He said, "I've been building hot rod engines." He said, "I'm trying to make a bit of a name for myself." He said, "What do you do?" He said, "Do you do..." I can't remember what it was. Something to do with the timing or something. I said, "Oh no," I said, "I don't know about that." "What about..." And he went, "Oh, get out of it." You know, he just thought I wasn't going to share any of my secrets. And I said to him, "Right, Bernie, next time we have the Capri to bits, you better come and help me." So anyway, this was, you know, obviously when we were going to build the engine. When we got the cylinder heads back, I said, "Right, we're building the engine, you better come round." So he came and helped me. Turned out one of his best mates was a young bloke called Nick Catharis, who worked for Geoffrey Wren. So then Nick comes and gets involved. So now I've got two of them helping me, you know, after work. And Nick, in the end, decides he wants to come and work for me full time. So I employed Nick Catharis, who I think finished up working in Formula One. In fact, I'm sure he did, because that was his ambition. But anyway, so I get the card from Bernie. Now this is, don't forget, this is 1978. So he ain't a
I think 1975, I think.
Yeah, 75. 75. So he sent me this card and he said, always great for the time. That's it, always great for the time I spent with you. You opened my eyes.
Always grateful for the time.
Yeah, always great for the time you opened my eyes. Anyway, went on. He finished up the Snap-on man. He then finished up going to all sorts of garages, and then he met some old boy who was retiring or something, and finished up owning a garage. So he did ever so well, and every year he sends me a card. In fact, the last time I saw him, which must have been 25 years ago, he come to see me in a Rolls Royce, which I thought was to sort of make a statement, really. But anyway, lovely young bloke. I met Nick at Alton Park, I think, and I never recognised him, because obviously his donkeys years ago, they were young kids. You wouldn't have recognised me, I don't reckon. He said, you don't recognise me, do you? I'm Nick Catteris. I put my arm round him, you know, I mean, lovely young bloke, I really loved him. And he helped me immensely. The pair of them used to come on all the Radio 1 production when I won the class in the Radio 1 production. And they used to check every nut and bolt between practice and the race. And Nick used to redo the tappets, and the car always went better in the race than it did in practice. They were lovely boys, they really helped me. So there we are. So now you know what we do on a Saturday. A young man come with this funny spanner, and I'm convinced that we can change the leverage on that clutch, which you're going to be very interested in.
I'm going to go and get the spanner.
That bit there has got to be that bit.
Yeah.
What bit where?
That bit there has got to be that bit. That off.
Yeah, you've got to start again with the lever, but...
Yeah, because that's got a hole in it, you see. That's what I'm thinking. So I could make one of them with a hole in it, similar to that. But this bit here would be free. So in other words, it wouldn't be joined down there. It would be free to revolve there. I think that would work. I think it's a bit of aggravation, but it would be
Give you a better pedal.
it would be a tremendous thing to do, wouldn't it? You know, people, our followers would love that, wouldn't they? You know, I think that would work. And I mean, you might even be able to buy a monster pair of them, cut them up and use the bits.
Well, there is a chance there's a monster pair of them in my car that we can test
Well,
that theory
I
with.
don't think we need to do that, though. You know, that would be the last resort.
I think I've got some.
What you need basically is two pivot points, isn't it?
Yeah,
one
yeah.
there and one there, joined together with something like that. And then as you push it down, it revolves that one, because it hasn't got to revolve it very far, because it hardly moves. But you're going to get all that advantage of leverage, which is how that works. So I think, when old John comes in, what we do, this is what we do. Say, that is the clutch shaft. Underneath it you have another thing, and then between that and that you have the little bit that goes like that, and you revolve that one. So as you push that down, it moves that one round, and you increase the leverage by masses, and put the pedal there. And then that literally could sort of all revolve around itself, because you're only going to move it a whisker. That moves, I would think, probably 1/8 of an inch. So it'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, well, he's got the big pair. It's exactly the same though, isn't it? Yeah, see, look, what I'm saying
That's a proper
is
pair.
if you had two, that is the clutch one. Because that, what it boils down to is that little bit there is increasing the leverage immensely, isn't it? It's that little bit there. So if that was the clutch, so that would be like that. And then that would revolve on there. I even think if the whole thing was swinging, it'd still work. Because that would be held solid, so you wouldn't be able to move it unless you push the clutch. Yeah, I think that would work. It'd be a laugh to do it, wouldn't it? Because that's what we do, we have a laugh.
That was over here,
Yeah,
and then that was there.
yeah.
You've kind of got the same theory.
Yeah. Except that we've got this swivelling on there. When we don't, we want it swivelling about there.
You want it swivelling on that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like...
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's all right, I can push it out, but controlling
It's not going to be fun, no.
You wouldn't want to drive round the paddock, would you? You'd be running people over. So all we're talking about really is moving that pivot there down to there, and then joining these two together with a little bit sticking up on there. So Lewis and Kat came to see me. Kat is the girl that works the CNC machines for Ewan Gatley, making these new benders that they're making. You know, the factory's making. And she won a prize. What did she win a prize for, Susie?
Young Achiever?
I think it was, yeah.
The RAC Club.
Anyway, they bought me a present, and it was this. Now, that's very clever, because it comes up square. Now, I know, we all know that we see these things that say, throw your tools away, you only need this one. If this was on YouTube, that's what they'd be doing, but we all know that's not possible, and it's nonsense. But, I tell you what, of all them I've seen, that really works well. But looking at it, I was looking at the leverage system, where it's got this little tiny thing, so you can get a tremendous amount of leverage on that, and I thought, this is the answer to our clutch. That's what we want, because you saw me struggling with that pedal. If we could achieve that, that would be a good thing.
On the Offy.
On the Offy. So, look, if you watch that, look, I mean, that is not going to move. You watch, that moves a millimetre. And that moves, you know, like an inch. So that's what we need, really. So I was looking at that thinking, how can we do that with a clutch? And I think I've worked out how we can do it. So that'll give old John a challenge next week. So I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to change the linkage and make it so that clutch works. But we'll see. So there you are. We don't rest weekends. We're flat out.
And did we have visitors last weekend?
Yeah, we had visitors. Oh, a couple of really good young... Well, the son was young and the man wasn't that old, but they've got...
My age is young.
They're into Puma racing cars. Now, that's a car completely escaped me. I didn't even know anything about them. I must have been head down in the garage for a few years. I missed them. But anyway, as most of you will know, the Puma could be bought as a homologation special that was completely rebuilt and made nothing like a Puma that they drove on the road. And they're mad about them, and his son's got one, which he had when he was 14 or 12 or something. Anyway, they've completely rebuilt that one. But the dad's one is a fabulous, original, marvellous surviving car. And they came in a pair of them. So the old dad took me up the road in the Puma. I tell you what a good car, 150 horsepower. Not massive these days, but what a good little car. Lovely ride, it really felt good. I must say I never even knew anything about them. So that was last Saturday.
Right, what's going on now?
Well, these are a couple of our followers. Now, you expect me to say their name, but as you know, I never remember anybody's name.
Is it Simon
and Ben?
Simon and Ben.
Simon and Ben. And they're into Pumas, and I didn't even know what a Puma was, to be honest. I thought it was some kind of animal, but, you know. But I'm telling you, I've just had a ride up the road. What a good...
Have you? Is that why you were so long?
It was.
What a good little car. And anyway, this is his car. And this was a rough one, you know, so they've done a lot of work on this. And as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful, you know. I don't know how people actually get it like that. I've been trying all my life.
That clean?
Never managed
Vapor
it.
blasting's the answer.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
it
So
vapor
that
blasting?
manifold's been vapor blasted, which is an incredible process.
That's what I need on my
So
boat.
when we bought the car, that was all corroded and horrible, but
imagine,
vapor blasting brings it up like new.
And have you got a vapor blasting machine?
I've got someone that has one
You've
that we
got a
can
man.
use.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or a woman?
No,
But
that
I mean,
works.
these cars are very rare. They only built 500 of them. It was the only car ever to be marketed under the Ford racing banner in the UK. It was the last car to be converted by Tickford. They were really, really expensive, brand new. So a standard Ford Puma was about £14,000. These were nearly £23,000.
Sorry, what year was that?
In 2000. So all the cars,
okay.
all the racing Pumas were blue, and they were all built in 2000.
Right, I'm going to get round so we can see two blue ones in.
So I've had this one now for about 15 years, and Ben bought his when he was 12. And we restored that one. Luckily, I got a lot of spares at that point, so it didn't cost him any money for spares to rebuild it.
I've stolen all of his, so it's...
Oh, fantastic.
And I was telling Ivan earlier on, the suspension on this car is pretty unique, that the shock absorbers have an internal rebound spring in them, so you actually don't need to run anti-roll bars on the car technically, which makes its handling superb.
It feels really, really good. And I love this, look, Susie. It's got a number on here, which is the number of the car.
Okay.
That's good, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks great.
Mine is the wrong number at the moment, just to clarify.
Oh, okay.
There's another manifold on it.
We'll delete that bit.
No, it's fine.
No, you can
it's
put
fine.
it.
So basically, we're building a new engine for his car because this has done 110,000 miles. So his manifold has also been vapor blasted and is ready on the new engine to.
No, not anymore.
This must have been a period where I was in the shed and I never went out. So they introduced it and it rusted away before I saw one.
Absolutely.
This Saturday,
Lewis.
Lewis.
And Kat.
And Kat. So there we are.
And a couple of weeks ago, where did we go? It was a nice day. And we went in a modern car. And there was a fire engine.
Ah, yes, went to see my mate Huey, who's bought a steam lorry, 1914. And I was saying to Susie, look at that lorry, steam driven, chain drive, I mean, real old fashioned thing, built 1914. And you think of the real Grand Prix Peugeot, twin cam, 16 valve, dry sump, you know, at exactly the same time. Well, in fact, earlier, because the Peugeot was started in 1912. So anyway, it makes you realise how clever the Peugeot was when you think we were still mucking about with steam lorries. But anyway, it's still a lovely thing. I really like this steam lorry. And he's got a fire engine as well, which he bought in America.
Plenty of space there, haven't we?
Oh, I think that's a knockout.
Are you videoing? I can look at the camera.
I
Ivan?
think it's a knockout. I think someone's spent a lot of trouble over the years to keep that alive.
What about the steering rods?
Yeah.
Fucking great chain.
Oh, yeah?
In there, look. That's what you call a steering box.
Yeah.
See the chain wrapped around the thing.
That's how you steer it.
Yeah, yeah. How about the rivets? They've got a point on it. Can you imagine earning a living running this? You'd have to be a stout man, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Get there 3 hours to get it to go. So you built the fire up and everything. Oh no, it's got a coat of arms.
But look at that tyre.
Yes. Solid. No air in that. Can't get a country in those tyres.
Oh, that chain there.
How about that for a chain, look? That's what you call the chain, isn't it? Now, Susie, look, 8 tons.
Yeah,
Love that toolbox, look at that. That's good, isn't it? Look at that. I tell you what, it's half original, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
So what's this like on the fire engine, Ivan?
Very nice. I love the fire engine.
And a steam engine ahead?
Yeah, look at that, eh? This is nostalgia overload, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, what a pub, eh? With a moped on the wall. Amazing. And it looks a bloody good moped too. Oh, this is my suit of armour. I used to wear that when I was a knight. But that was a long time ago. When you see that, look, still, in 1914, December 1914, it makes you realise how fantastic the Peugeot car was. You know, the Grand Prix Peugeot, that was, actually they started that in 1912. 16 valve, twin cam, dry sump, you know, and that was the lorries that they were making. So it makes you realise just how advanced the Peugeot was.
And the French.
Yeah.
Is this all working well, Mark?
Yes, apart from the battery is a little bit flat here, so I have this jump starting. Yes.
Oh, jump start. That was good though.
And then hopefully she will fire up.
Well, safe trip back.
Okay.
It makes you realise now, the Peugeot must have looked like a spaceship, mustn't it?
Yeah.
Right, and so tomorrow, not another day off again, we're off to London to the 96 Club, of which I am a patron apparently. Well, I know I'm a patron, but I don't have to do anything, so I tend to forget that I'm a patron. But anyway, they're having their Christmas dinner, and we're going there tomorrow. You know, probably 11 o'clock we get there, and I don't know what time we'll come home, but I think we're going to go in a modern car, because looking at the weather, it's desperate. Now, 25,000 followers, over 25,000 followers. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to force everybody you know to subscribe. And don't forget to press the like button.